Alright, we're back with more Legacy Death and Taxes. This is usually, Brightling, not Brightling, sorry, my mind's in a different place. This is usually Black White Eldrazi Taxes Day, but since the Legacy bans have been so recent, we're doing Legacy Week here on the channel. We're just streaming a ton of just mono white Legacy Taxes, really just kind of getting a feel for the format, because it is just really anyone's game right now. I've played against what looks like 15 different decks in 17 matches so far. So it's really, like, no one really knows what's going on. The only known quantities, I think, are Miracles and Rug Delver. I haven't even played against Rug Delver yet, though. And obviously stuff like D&T Show and Tell, Storm decks, but we don't know how powerful they will be in the long term. I think Miracles and Rug Delver have some pretty good staying power. But other than that, like, no one knows what's happening. So anyway, that's why we're just going to keep jamming Legacy. Probably all week. Next week, I imagine we'll go back to, like, a normal schedule. Maybe with, like, slightly more bumped up Legacy content. But we'll still do, like, Wednesdays. We'll play Eldrazi Taxes next. We'll get back into, like, the mix of Modern and Legacy. Anyhow, this is the same deck list as yesterday. I did want to make one cosmetic change. I discussed it on the Discord a little bit. And I thought it was, like, a pretty reasonable idea. Partially just because it's literally free to do as well. I wanted to swap out one of my planes with planes of a different art. And that's because we're playing 24 lands right now. Oh, that did not work at all. We're playing 24 lands total right now, which is, this deck almost always played 23 in the past, but with the addition of Brightling, some people have been talking about playing the 24th land. So I've been testing it, but it's very hard to tell when the 24th land is what hurts you. Like, oh, if I had drawn this and it would have been, like, a Remorseful Cleric or something, then it would have been useful, but we're just going to, like, float out and die instead. Or I have this other art planes, and suddenly I can hit my land drops and actually cast my spells sometimes, so it's actually helpful. So, what's up, Kogan? So, what I was going to do is I was going to cut this planes, and we're just going to play, like, a random planes of a different art. If it lets me actually drag the stupid thing over. So now we still have 24 lands, we just have the one different plane, so you can tell, and on my my spreadsheet to keep track of, like, matches and stuff, I'm also going to start keeping track of when this planes is actively good, like if I have an opening hand that is otherwise unkeepable, or when it's bad, like when we're flooding and we have this planes in play that would otherwise, like, be a relevant spell. To put it in perspective for testing purposes, I think if I were to play 23 lands, I would be playing 2 Remorseful Cleric. That seems like probably the best fit. Either 2 Remorseful Cleric or, like, 1 Serra Avenger or a 3rd Revoker, but most likely a 2nd Remorseful Cleric, just for now at least. So, whenever I draw this land, I'm going to be trying to compare it to how a Remorseful Cleric would be in this situation. And I'm just adding it to my spreadsheet here. Alright. Anyway, let's get into the actual games. Enough chit-chat. Alright. So I had a similar system of, like, when this card is good versus when this card is bad when I was testing the Cavern of Souls, but after, like, 7 rounds, the Cavern was bad 3 times and good 0 times. I was like, I'm completely off this card. Cavern needs to get out of my deck. The 24th land, however, it's pretty hard to tell. Like, if I'm, like, needing to top deck this 4th land to cast a Cataclysm, or, like, have a Brightling and more white mana up, and we draw this specific art of planes, it'll be like, okay, this 24th land is actively being useful in this deck for the reason that we put it in. Versus, we're playing against Miracles, we have 8 lands in play, and we top deck this planes, and it could be a creature to, like, equip a sword to and beat them down. Then it becomes a bad card. no, we dropped on the leaderboard. Because, yeah, whenever you get a trophy, it just, like, knocks you in right above the previous person if you're tied. 1, 2, oh, too late. Not counting, we're just going to go into the match. Looks like we're almost top 10. 12th? Opponent is 2-2. We won the die roll. Alright, these hands are always, like, a little bit close. I like these hands more on the play, but I just don't think... This hand's still not good. With one land Vial, we still need multiple lands to do anything with our cards. Like, these Stone Forges aren't good if we never hit the second land. Always held the golden roll was 23, why the extra? 1 second, I'm gonna resolve my mulligan decisions. Yeah, this hand's not great either, but this hand's maybe better than the first one. Anyway, so the theory behind the 24th land is that Death and Taxes has always kind of been a 23.5 land deck, in the sense that, like, it's a 23 land deck, but it really wants to hit its land drops, and sometimes, like, you're willing to play this 24th land, but it's just, your deck doesn't have a lot of inherent card advantage, so you don't want to be flooding out, again, in games like Miracles and stuff. This hand's decent in the mirror. So the idea behind the 24th land is now with the addition of Bratling to the deck, your deck has 2 very significant mana sinks. So having that extra land isn't always necessarily a bad thing, and this deck does struggle to hit land drops on occasion. So it is nice to be able to just consistently hit your land drops a little bit better. It is really awkward. Like, it's pretty good against the mirror, but I also need to be doing something. I mean, I guess next turn I can just Flicker Wisp into Plow. Wow, they kept a 1-land Vial hand? Oh man, can we draw Phyrexian Revoker, please? I'm also just gonna Flicker Wisp their Aether Vial now. That's a little dangerous if they have Mother of Runes, though. I don't think they would keep this hand without Mother of Runes. Maybe I just pass? No, then this Vial gets up to 2, and they get to get going. I always use 2 Plows to kill the Mom. So the Greed plays Flicker their Aether Vial, because they kept a 1-lander. But if they have Mother of Runes, then I get punished really hard. I think I'm just going to Flicker my Plains, honestly. This game's going to go long enough where their Vial's going to tick back up, and, like, setting them back a turn I don't think is going to matter greatly. And I think with my triple Plow hand, I really don't want them to have a Mom. Oh, they didn't have it. No Canopy? Nah, I've got off Canopy a while ago. Card is very frustrating sometimes in how much damage it deals to you. Especially with stuff like Brightling now. You don't want to be repeatedly activating Brightling with your Horizon Canopy. Alright, I'll just beat down with this Flicker Wisp, I guess. They're going to cleanup? Really? Discarding a stone... What? What is wrong with my opponent? We're gonna play this Caracas in case... I don't really actually care about Thalia. We'd love for them to buy a lot of Thalia. Obviously now I wish I had flickered the Vial, but... Need as many basics and white sources for Brightling. Yeah, basically. Like, most of the fancy one-off lands are just, like, not necessary anymore. Sure, Stoneforge Mystic. Go tutor up a Jite, I assume. It's gonna be hard for them to connect. Their hand has to have, like, a bunch of Flicker Wisps, though. I think I just kill this now. I don't want to get Flicker Wisp. Yeah. Some people do really love Canopy. I used to be one of those people. I played a Canopy for a long time, but I need to turn the game volume down. But I've learned from my mistakes. After it killed me like twice in a single league, like that Canopy like actively lost me the game. It's like I'm tired of this card. Sure. Third Stoneforge? Sure. Guess that's why they discarded the Stoneforge. I don't know why they're probably gonna. Oh, they choose not to use it. Is their hand just full of equipment? I'm gonna plow this too. I don't want them to keep putting in a Batter Skull. They hit another land drop. Would really love to draw like one of my equipment. Schadenforge's not bad. They kept one land for Stoneforge. I mean, maybe. They very well could have. But then, like, they failed to find on the tutor, so they keep, like, one land, 4 Stoneforge, Aether Vial, and, like, 2 equipment. I think that was 8 cards, but something along those lines. Leaving the Vial on 2 again? Do they actually have Stoneforge number 4? I hope they have Athalia. Ooh, that's a good card for me to draw. Now we just can tutor up a Stoneforge. Or just tutor up more Flicker Wisps. I'm not sure which is actually relevant. The problem is, my opponent's hand has to be full of, like... This is the kind of players you're doing. D&T is the cheapest tier deck in Legacy. Well, yeah, I don't know what they're doing. I mean, maybe they kept, like, a one-lander that's not paying off or something. Stoneforge probably. I don't know. We've killed 2 and they discarded 1. If they had the 4... Finally caught you live and watching your YouTube videos for the past week. Oh, thanks. Thanks for coming and seeing me live. Jading. Good to see that you finally made it. No, I mean, go get Stoneforge. Oh, me, yeah. That makes sense. And port. Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking. And then next turn I can try to set up Stoneforge plus GTA plus Equip or something. Did I play a land yet? No. Please be Athalia. Oh, Sarah Avenger. That's like an actually good card. I probably have to kill... I keep having to kill these things because I feel like my opponent will eventually take this up to 3 and have Flicker Wisps. And Sarah Avenger is actually like a good card to plow, so... I don't actually mind this. Yeah, old D&T list? I don't know. Maybe they didn't get the memo. I mean, Sarah Avenger is still like a fine card to play. I wouldn't be opposed to be playing a 1-of or something. It does have some upsides over Remorseful Cleric. Alright, what is my opponent doing? Tapping out, thank you. Please don't have Phyrexian Revoker. I imagine they have Phyrexian Revoker on this file. But if they don't, they just die horribly here. As an Avenger basically become irrelevant with Remorseful Cleric being printed. Like I said, I do think Remorseful Cleric is for the most part better, but there is some upside to playing a Sarah Avenger. Better against some of the aggressive decks if you're playing as Blue-Red Delver or something. It's kind of narrow, but... Do they have something? We're gonna equip here because they could, like, Violent Thalia first strike. Trades with Delver and makes equipment to connect their TN. Yeah, that's why it's... what are they doing now? Now they're gonna revoke her? That seems like not a good decision, opponent. Probably should have done that in response to me casting this. Also, now we're definitely going to attack this recruiter. Because now we just get counters on this GT. Unless they have a... maybe if they have Flicker Wisp? But... Second Avenger. I'd be okay with Second Avenger, because then I get GT counters. If they have a Flicker Wisp to flicker the GTA, then... I mean, I guess, but this just seems unnecessarily dangerous. But yeah, I do like Remorseful Cleric, but it is worse against, like, Massacres or Dread of Knights, a lot of the generic D&T hate cards and stuff, than Sarah Avenger is. Sarah Avenger is just, like, buffer. It has Vigilance, which can be relevant. There are upsides. I think just Remorseful Cleric has more upsides, especially because it's just way easier to cast, especially on turn 2. Oh, well, you can't equip that. Avenger trades with a Loose Goose, yeah. I mean, Remorseful Cleric also makes a Loose Goose a 1-1, so... not the worst in the world. Why is he still leaving that crap on 2? I don't know. When's Red White D&T? Oh, nice. We drew the best card in our deck. The third Caracas. Vengeance better be... yeah. Essentially what Ramen Lover said. Guess I just keep attacking. If they equip sort of Fire and Ice, this thing becomes a 4-3. When's Red White D&T? You're probably talking about the modern deck, because we spoke about this earlier, Caleb. I don't really want to buy it anytime soon. The Red White D&T deck in Modern, there's just like a lot of lands and stuff I don't really want to buy. I do want to test it out eventually, but we'll see. If it's second, yeah, okay. If they have another Avenger, we're just like totally boned. But I think they just keep leaving this file on 2 for no reason. I guess we just can keep attacking. And this is a 4-3, I can't really... I could just, like, leave this Flicker Wisp back now. To block the Revoker if it attacks. I think we pretend he doesn't... yeah. I think we pretend he doesn't have Second Avenger, but does that mean I keep attacking? Or does that mean I just still sit back? Because if I keep attacking, I keep getting GJ counters, but I need an answer to this Revoker, of which I no longer have 3 Swords to Plowshares. And I'd have to, like, just chump block this Revoker for, like, 2 turns. And then plan on... I'm, like, technically winning there. I could always just stop attacking later. I can always just jump up to the Stoneforge or something like that. Decking's probably still fine, because we are just winning this race right now. I have, like, 3 Flicker Wisps left, 1 sword left. Not 1 sword. Yeah, 1 swords left. I could draw my own Sword of Fire and Ice. I have options. If I stack up enough counters, the Flicker Wisp lets you pump for lethal. I can't pump the Flicker Wisp because they're Revokers on GT. These... oh no, they do have the Second Avenger. We're dead. Rip. Rip us. Yeah, I mean, like, if I draw a Flicker Wisp. I meant, like, just as it sits right now, I can't do anything. This is suddenly pretty bad. They get to kill my Flicker Wisp now. Yeah, I guess there is a reason they left their Vial on 2 for like 900 turns. They had a hand with a million 2-drops. Yep. Draw an answer for this Revoker. We should be okay, but it's a pretty big if. If he's on D&T and he's just 2-drop 8 pairs, this is his whole deck. Mono 2-drops. It's on 3 now. I assume 1 card. Yeah, I assume 1 card's Battle Skull because they failed to find with the Stoneforge. Kill my Flicker Wisp. That makes sense. Can we draw not another? I guess we literally can't draw another Caracas. That's about as bad. A little bit better than the 4th Caracas. It's not Caracas. I mean, it cannot. It literally cannot be another Caracas, at least. I got what I asked for. I'm just glad I'm not drawing the different art planes that I was talking about earlier. The one that would be a creature. Although the creature wouldn't really matter. I could chump block Saravenger for a turn or something. Careful about the clock. Yeah, I always mess up the clock my first match when I start streaming. I'm always talking to chat too much, not paying attention. But yeah, it is important, in, especially the D&T Mirror and Miracles are matchups where the clock plays a real factor. Rip Stoneforge. If we draw a Plow or Flicker Wisp, we're still in this. Opponent does have like 5 cards in hand now, though. We're very likely just dead. So it's Recruiter, Flicker Wisp, Plow, what else? I think those are probably my only outs at this point. Oh, they have Remorseful Cleric and 2 Saravengers? What is my opponent playing in their deck? Alright, yeah, we're dead. This is actual lethal, 7, 8, 9. Technically not. But they just, like, shock the Mirror Crusader. Yeah. How does my opponent fit all these cards? Can't top... No, there's no Tower of the Magistrate in my deck. Paths, Relic Order, Judgments. I registered a Tower of the Magistrate once in my life. Probably never will again. I was with the last card to cut in this matchup. Brightling? Brightling, like, can, fog GTAs and stuff. Batterskull, Mirror Crusader. True Streak, Tower of the Magistrate. Yeah, I had a Tower of the Magistrate on my board, I think when, like, Jeskai Delver was really big, and they were playing, like, the stupid Delver Stoneforge True Name deck. I was playing, like, Tower of the Magistrate and Holy Lights. That matchup was a goddamn nightmare. I don't think it's worth it. It's a little bit cute. There aren't enough, like, artifact decks in the format, and tapping for colorless is a serious liability. I assume people would... I haven't, like... Have I played against a Stoneforge deck yet? I played the Mirror once. D&T Mirror and Maverick. I played against 2 Stoneforge decks out of my 17 matches. Yeah, it's Batterskull, a Brightling, or Crusader, and I think it's just the Batterskull. Batterskull's, like, pretty lackluster in this matchup. The Mirror's common, but if you want to beat the Mirror, just, like, play a Manriki Gusari. I hope my opponent's not playing Manriki Gusari. That card's so hard to beat. I would like to play first. Alright, this hand is super gas. There we go. almost as much of a meme as Tower. I actually found out I didn't own a Manriki Gusari on Moto until like last week. Am I supposed to Relic Order my opponent's Aether Vial? I mean, I obviously am not going to this turn because I physically can't. I'll consider it for next turn, depending on what they do. It's about as expensive as a Brightwood. If they play like a non-basic, I'll definitely think about it. Like Wasteland, Relic Order the Vial. But I do like saving Relic Order for equipment. Ooh, tempting. Just pass the turn, opponent. Don't cast anything. Let me Wasteland your Wasteland. They're thinking about it. They're thinking about something. I don't have a great follow-up to Relic Order. I mean, I just, like, start beating them with a Mirren Crusader, right? Seems hard to capitalize on tempo. My plan is to Wasteland their Wasteland, Vial and Relic Order on their Vial. I have 2 removal spells. I just beat them down for a little bit, hopefully. That's kind of the plan. Yeah, we're going to go for it. Why not? If they have, like, a Plow or something, then, like, they get their Vial back. But if they have a Plow, they'll just be able to kill my Relic Order at any point. I could also path my own Relic Order with the trigger on the stack, but that seems a little bit too cute. I guess I didn't have to Wasteland there. I could always Wasteland on my turn, but I kind of want them to not have the mana. I don't know if they have, like, a Disenchant in their deck or something. I don't think there are a lot of draws for me to, like, not want to Wasteland them there. That's certainly not one of them. I didn't really think about the double Avenger making Crusader worse. I should have done this on their upkeep in response to the trigger on the stack, I think. Because now they get the trigger back if they have a removal spell, which I assume they do. That was done. Yeah, I just realized that. Because I assume they have a removal spell. I definitely should have done this on upkeep. But oh well. Yep. That was my bad. Magic is hard. Magic is hard indeed. Now they're gonna really Leon Relic Order my Aether Vial, and then I'm just... Oh wait, no, I have a bunch of removal spells, we're fine. Tempting. Just keep Wastelanding, but I kind of need lands at this point. Grabs GT, sure. Alright, we're gonna save our removal spells this time. My opponent's not stalled for lands. I don't really care about the Stoneforge. Or, like, Batterskull or something. We're just gonna stockpile my removal spells. Especially because my opponent's on, like, 900 flyers, which are really good in the mirror. And my hand is looking very mediocre right now. Alright. Well, my opponent's not gonna have a creature anytime soon. I don't think I've ever won a game with Legacy D&T. Jeez, how much have you played? It's a hard deck to pick up. Come on, play a Mom. Boo. Nothing. Alright, we have 9,000 removal spells, though, so we're not in a bad spot. Attack. Dang, saw through my plan. We'll get the beatdowns going. Okay, kill this. like 5 games. Yeah, okay, yeah, definitely. It's definitely a very hard deck to pick up, especially if, I don't know if you've ever like played Legacy at all, just the format in general. Because it takes a lot of knowledge of not only your own deck, but your opponent's deck. Like, being able to identify what your opponent's doing and what your best cards are to try and stop that are very relevant skills to try and pick up. Yeah, it's a pretty reactive deck. It's very non-intuitive to, like, Goldfish with. And we'll attack here. I assume they have, like, an Avenger or something, which will end up plowing anyway. Goldfish does not teach it. Yeah. So much of your deck is based on trying to disrupt what your opponent's doing. Maybe I do have to end up plowing the Stoneforge here. Playing around Flicker Wisp again. Maybe I should have plowed it, like, the first turn it came into play. I have, like, nothing but removal spells, though. This resolve, at least. Could also Wasteland my opponent. They missed the land drop. See if they, like, can't even equip it. We're not doing anything with this land. Wastelanding Caracas feels pretty bad, though. I think we're just gonna Wasteland and let them have the Stoneforge. My first game, my opponent played a Shredame. Yeah, that Shredame is very hard to beat. Alright, yep, that's dead. Goodbye, Sarah Avenger. Not letting that one live. Maybe they'll just leave it on 2, because all they have is 2 drops in their deck. Sweet. So they're gonna equip and try to go in, I guess? Tina with a GTA to suit up is a feels bad moment, but yeah, that's true. I think I beat a True with a GTA once, because I had a Sarah Avenger with a Sword of Fire and Ice and a GTA. It's a really awkward game. Get out of here, Stoneforge. I have nothing but removal, opponent. Although that didn't work out for me well last game. Let's just draw a Recruiter at the guard. Oh, that's not horrible. It's dangerous though, because now I can't then leave a path if my opponent has another flyer, which them leaving Vial on 2 makes me really think they have another flyer. So I don't think we're gonna play this Stoneforge, because then we just get demolished. Holy Light needs a reprint. Holy Light does need a reprint. Unfortunately, I don't think it's ever gonna get one. It's just so wildly out of D&T's, or not D&T, out of White's color pie. I just want a foil. The Dark? Yeah, I think it was The Dark. Oh, Containment Priest, huh? I mean, I guess I have to path this anyway. At least my opponent can't save it with a Flicker Wisp. Commander 2018. They don't even print. I guess it could use a reprint. It just won't have a foil reprint there. Goodbye, Containment Priest. Please try to, like, Flicker Wisp it. Dang. Rude. Again, would love to draw a 3-drop or a land. I did ask for a 3-drop, technically. Now we really want to draw land. I'm going to keep passing, because I want this GTA to connect. Priest seems odd. The mirror. Priest is, like, pretty dubious. I'm against it personally, but I guess my opponent only had 2 cards in hand. But I'm against Priest in the Mirror because it like weaponizes your opponent's Flicker Wisps as well as your own, which is really dangerous because you don't know if they have Wisps in their hand. Yeah, it's good when you like your opponent's on Vial and you're not, but yeah, I don't board it in. I know some people that do. I dislike it because it's really scary to Containment Priest when your opponent has Flicker Wisps in their deck. Their name's sort of Fire Knights. They're not going to name this Vial when I'm on 2 lands? Sure. Alright, I think I'm going to pat this Revoker and then cast my Stoneforge. Because they didn't have a 3-drop last turn, and I don't think they have a 3-drop this turn, because I think they drew the Revoker. What'd they do last turn? They plowed my Mirroring Crusader and like equipped the Stoneforge, or equipped the GT to Containment Priest. So maybe they have a 3-drop that they just drew, but I'm just gonna kill this. My mana denial plan is working perfectly with my 2 Path to Exiles. That Wasteland, that second Wasteland that I fired off is looking real good right now. Land. Alright. The greedy play is Stoneforge, the smart play is just Council's Judgment. I hope they don't have exactly Flicker Wisp. Even if they do, at least we get to exile Flicker Wisp. Cool. Goodbye, GT. My opponent has 2 cards in hand, and just hasn't used either of them. Could be a removal, could just be more lands. Oh man, am I just gonna get ported out of this game? Nope. Batterskull. They would have whisked the Revoker. That's fair. This Batterskull feels very beatable. Could have like a Council's Judgment. They don't want to exile this Vial. I think I'm just going to end up casting with GT here anyway, though. Good thing I ported in that Manriki. Man, Manriki would be really strong here. Yeah, they have a path. Figured they had a handful of removal. Wait, did that deck list not have the planes that I tossed in? The different arc planes? To try and track the 24th land? Luckily, life totals like basically don't matter in this matchup until you're literally dead, so I don't really care how much my opponent gains here. If we just draw like a creature at some point. Sure, report me. I have 5 lands. I think my opponent is much better served leaving up, pick up my Batterskull than porting me twice, but I could like revoke this Batterskull. It doesn't do anything. Then if I kill the Germ though, they can't like pick it up or something. Could revoke Vial, but it turns out both are Vials. Guess I just revoke Batterskull. Could revoke Sword of Fire and Ice, because if my opponent top decks that, then I'm just like super dead. I only have 9.5 minutes. We're just gonna revoke Batterskull. Do I have another Council Judgment? I have 1 more Council Judgment. I got 2 in the sideboard. I'll just name Batterskull. Also prevents them from equipping Batterskull onto something even scarier. Or if we draw another plow, we use both our paths and 2 plows. We could Flicker Wisp the Germ, kill it, something like that. Yeah, I've burned through a ton of removal already. I think if my opponent like top decks well and finds like a sword or something, then we're kind of boned because we just have to top deck a bunch. We just gotta like draw a little bit hot here. Like Flicker Wisp or Recruiter does it pretty well. That does not do it very well. Could also trade with this Batter Skull, but that only trades with it for a turn. Because I'd have to block and then use both the GJ counters to kill the Germ, and then my Revoker is now dead. Oh, they have another Plow. Sure. This Batter Skull is like a 5-turn clock, and we're both hellbent. And I have the GTA in play, so I think if we top deck like a single creature, we're very, very fine here. It's just a matter of if. Yeah, Brightling's insane. Basically, I think any 3-drop on my deck at this point is insane to draw. Recruiter, Flicker Wisp, or Brightling. Like, most of my deck is really good draws. Oh, don't want to always yes that. I want to yes it like twice. Wasteland's port just so I stop getting ported. And for F6 value, if I play Wasteland and pass, they could Wasteland my Wasteland. Looks really good. Yeah, I mean it's a oh, ooh, this is bad. This is suddenly quite bad. I think we're dead. They don't have a Sword of War and Peace though, so Brightling still puts us in this game. Flicker Wisp might. I haven't really worked out if that helps. But yeah, we have exactly one turn to draw something. Let's draw it. I could really go for a Brightling. That buys me a turn. Realistically, I think my opponent should divvy up the sword and the Stoneforge. My opponent's playing like double Saravenger Horizon Canopy. God, I'm losing to like the horribly inferior Death and Taxes deck. Come on, let's just draw Brightling. Don't know why they didn't do that in their main phase. What are they trying to pay costs for? Sure, you got a 5/6. We're at 5. Brightling. Brightling. ...2017 in Texas. Yeah, feels bad, man. Yeah, it keeps us alive. If they don't have any way to get it off the battlefield, obviously. Flicker Wisp, Plow, Path, whatever kills us. Never been a fan of Saravenger and Canopy. I think it's true. Yeah, I used to be in the Canopy camp a while ago. I despise that card now. But Saravenger I've liked, but mostly I liked it because it the promo Saravenger is like really good. We're gonna kill his Mother Runes. That seems really scary. Come on, Brightling. Brightling. Boo. Oh well, happens sometimes. The D&T mirror is can be a little infuriating at times if you're like a very avid D&T player, because you have to accept the fact that sometimes you are just going to die because your opponent like top decks a little bit better than you. Like there weren't a lot of like super relevant decision points in that game versus like my opponent found Stoneforge Mystic and I found a bunch of lands. And like with two decks that don't have any deck manipulation that are heavily reliant on like a very key part of the deck being these very powerful equipment and just beating each other's faces in, it's a little rough. But you gotta get used to it. Is this? Yeah, this is the D&T column. Alright, cool. Go to D&T and go 4-1. It's the same as 5-0 because D&T won 5 times. Would advise just not playing Modern. Would advise just not playing D&T and Modern in general. Because we could have Wasteland and hosted on basically on Tozers. And also just like, if you have it in your opener, it just deals you a ton of damage, which can be really relevant against some of the aggressive decks. I guess it matters a little bit less now because like oftentimes the card that would kill me when I had Canopy out and I was taking a bunch of incidental damage is Deathrite Shaman, because that card is really good at dealing more incidental damage. This hand's like fine. I hate this Batter Skull, but this hand's a keep. Polluted Delta combo or fair deck? This looks like a fair deck to me. I'm sorry, what? At the beginning of each player's pre-combat main phase, that player adds green. I guess I'm casting a Thalia? I'm deeply concerned about what my opponent is doing. It's not Enchanters, right? Because I don't think they're playing Polluted Delta in that deck. I feel like they'd be playing green fetches, right? Well, I'm going to turn one of Thalia, whatever. Oh god, this is going to be the worst part about gaining 2 green mana every turn. The Batter Skull doesn't look so bad now. That's true. Yeah, this is... I think I'm just going to sit and wait a little bit before finding out what my opponent is doing. It's an interesting card. I didn't even know this card existed. I don't know how good it is. I'm about to find out exactly how badly my opponent is abusing this card. Well, that's horrifying. What is my opponent's deck, though? Are they, like, Eureka Tell? Hypergenesis doesn't work, right? Because they cascade into Eladamri's Vineyard. I guess, do I go get, like, do I file in Recruiter? Banish Show and Tell. I'm gonna put in this Recruiter, I guess. Like, if they have Emrakul, I just die. They have Grizzlebrand. At least I can recruit a Revoker to try and do something. They still get to, like, draw 9,000 cards is the main issue. Ooh, we can plow the Grizzlebrand, too? Sweetest of deals. Show and tell but can't afford Lotus Petals. That's another option. If I had a Crocus, my opponent, I guess, would not actually be dead, but... So I guess I just plow this Grizzlebrand to start punching them? I imagine with 17 cards in their hand, I'm dead, but... Hopefully we die... They move to discard before we die, so we can figure out what the heck they're doing. My guess is, like, Eureka Tell, right? Eldamri's Vineyard would ramp into a turn 2 Eureka, so... 6 mana. Go ahead, opponent. Got no idea what you're doing. Yeah, Eureka. That's what I figured. I hope it's a friend. They have 14. Oh yeah, they have 14 cards in their hand. We're super dead. I forgot about that part. I got nothing anymore. Go nuts, opponent. Nico Bolas. Solid. And an Omniscience. Alright, cool. Nah, I Wisp the Recruiter. I'm pretty sure I Wisp a Planeswalker. So they can't activate it if they have like an Ugin or something. Oh, an Emrakul. Solid. Good. Good card. Wait, that's it? I guess I Wisp this Nico Bolas. So they can't activate it. In hopes that I get to live somehow. I guess they have 9 cards in hand with an Omniscience. Why did they put in the Emrakul? They could just cast it for free. Oh, I could Wisp the Omniscience. That's probably better. With them having 9 cards in hand. Yes, I imagine I'm going to lose this game unless I Wisp this Omniscience. I said that before the Horrifying Walker did. Oh, okay, so that's fine. Buy the damn Frightlings at the absurd online markup, then play leagues and make the money back. Yeah, that's kind of what I did. Are they, like, still insane right now? Did they... Oh, they still have to pay the extra mana off the Thalia. Right. They can, like, Nico Bolas my Batterskull to death. Is there any way this is better than just playing a more normal show and tell variant? It's a lot better against Death and Taxes. They can't cast all their stuff. I flickered out their Omniscience. We're fine. But yeah, there's a reason this deck like doesn't actually exist anywhere, and it's because it's almost always worse than normal show and tell. But like you get to play Nico Bolas in this deck, so that's a pretty good reason. Is it better versus D&T and maybe Reanimator? Yeah, I imagine it's better versus Reanimator as well. They took control of my Germ? That seems loose. I can pick up the Batterskull. If this is all they're doing, they're dead. They have to, like, cast something. Are they gonna lose? Are we gonna win this game? I could literally just pay 3 mana, pick up my... Wait, they can't take control... Yeah, they took control of the Germ token. So this Batterskull is still under my ownership. So I can activate the ability to pick it up. The Germ dies. I attack with everything. They block Flicker Wisp, and they take exactly 6. Discard Trop. And... Spell Pierce, sure. And we just drew this Flicker Wisp too, so. Although I can't pick up Batterskull and also. So technically flickering the Batterskull is better, but they could have a Force of Will in their hand, which would, and they can cast it for basically free. What if they have Fog? Then we die. We die if they have Fog. Give me back my Batterskull opponent. I guess I technically should have used that green mana, but whatever. Did we win? Aha! Let me screen cap this one. That's gonna go on Twitter. We beat the old Nico Bolas Omniscience Emrakul. All according to plan, chat. All according to plan. How do we win? Like, how do we legitimately win this matchup, though? This matchup seems atrocious. Thanks for the one bit Aishinine. This matchup seems really, really bad. Containment Priest. No, not Rest in Peace. Aethersworns. Is Council's Judgment and, like, Relic... I guess Relic Order is good against Omniscience, against, like, Eureka's. Cataclysm blows up all their walkers, but, yeah, that seems horrible. Who would win the strongest ever creature magic history back to the greatest planeswalker? An enchantment letting him cast spells for free, or a few white boys. Good times. That was fun. That was fun. Alright, GTA sucks. Too bad I can't cast Warrior off of GG, yeah. Turn 1 Relic Order that Eladamri's whatever. Alright, Brightling's probably not super good in this matchup. Remorseful Cleric, probably not great either. Oh wait, hang on, these Swords Plowshares are probably the worst cards in my deck. We'll play like one Brightling. This seems like a thing that I can do, I guess. Anything else in my... I don't even know what to expect. What's my opponent going to be sideboarding? I imagine bounce spells, I guess. But... I don't know how we actually managed to win that. I think my opponent had to have, like, fucked up really badly. They had, like, 17 cards in their hand that they could have Eureka'd into play. Did they have nothing? This hand's horrible. This hand seems kind of bad, but decent. We have, like, Violent Apport into Thalia and stuff. They transformationally sideboard into Bant Stoneblade. Trust me, I'm an expert. I'll buy it. Seems legit. Am I supposed to scratch this to the top because I want this to go find a Containment Priest? Containment Priest seems really good against my opponent. I guess they can Eureka and Omniscience still, so I guess it's not insane. Sideboard is likely just 15 copies of Garruk Apex Predator. I want this, but I also, like, want to have a white source. My opponent just put a bunch of, like, cards into play. Didn't you see last game? They're definitely cheating. They just played an Emrakul, and Nico Balls, and Omniscience in the same turn. We're gonna bomb that. We want to, like, have a turn 2 Thalia in a perfect world. My opponent goes turn 1 Eladamri's whatever. We're gonna look real stupid. Get, like, turn 1 Show and Tell. Oh no. Alright, we're not dead. We're probably dead next turn, though. He needs a white source, and your opponent can just put in all your permanent. Why didn't he cast the Emrakul? I guess because they were trying to play around the Flicker Wisp, flickering the Omniscience, because then they couldn't cast the Emrakul anyway. But like, I don't know exactly what their plan was. I was kind of confused. I think they might have been able to win if they had taken control of my Flicker Wisp or something. Oh man. Now we look. Oh, never mind. We don't look stupid anymore. We need to play Vile and Thalia this turn. That's so good, chat. Look at this. Look at this turn that we have. This is the first time in my life I've ever played a Vile and a Thalia on turn 1. You should play Vineyard. I should play this card and get Death and Taxes. So you get to power out your cards so fast. Yeah. It's so good. Why doesn't everyone play this? Oh, shoot. Well, I guess I put in Relic Order on the hope that they're putting in Omniscience. Huh! Well, that's a Grizzlebrand. Take that, Vineyard. Is this Legacy Thalia Stompy? Yeah, we turn 1 this Thalia? Insane. Alright, well, we are likely very, very dead. We can draw a Caracas. We could draw a Revoker, which, like, wouldn't do a whole lot, because we're still dying to a 7/7 Flying Lifelinker. Caracas would be a good draw. Let's find one of those. Opponent's not even, like, drawing cards. They're just like, alright, I'm just gonna kill you with this. Ooh, that's a good draw. Can't cast it yet, though. Because my Thalia. I mean, we're not blocking, so we're attacking. We should have kept in a few swords or paths. I don't think it's worth it just to, like, beat Grizzlebrand. Oh yeah, if I didn't exile the Vineyard, I could cast this Council's Judgment. What a misplay. I definitely don't think it's worth believing in Plows to just, like, or Path to fight off a Grizzlebrand. Because Grizzlebrand is, like, pretty easily answered by Caracas and Council's Judgment. So I have, like, 5 different cards in my deck that can beat a Grizzlebrand. And there are so many hands where I imagine my opponent does not care about the card source to Plowshares. Alright. So there's a chance we can beat this Grizzlebrand. The unfortunate... He didn't exile the Vineyard. He drew 21 and he played Eureka and everything. Yeah. I mean, we're never not going to exile this Vineyard. Obviously. The problem now is that my opponent is going to draw, like, 21 cards and then play a Eureka next turn, and then we're going to die. Let's draw a Prelate. Oh, man. The classic took Vow up to 3-draw, 2-drop. Sure. Draw 8,000 cards. They can't even, like, draw down to 4 life on accident or something. They can take 14, go to 8, attack them down to 4. Maybe they were like 1 life, or yeah, they were 1 life off. Oh no, they could kill themselves. They could, like, put themselves to 1 if they want. Yeah, I just realized that math actually checks out, but I don't think my opponent's that bad. Alright, this is probably like Soul Land, Show and Tell, Omniscience kill you or something. My opponent has 19 cards in their hand. Yep, Soul Land. What are you bringing to Show and Tell, opponent? Seems unnecessary. My opponent just decided to murder a Lotus Petal. Oh, they're setting up. We're not dead yet. We're just dead next turn. Let's draw a Flickerwise. Flickerwise might actually be able to win me this game. See all the cards they discard. Because we could, like, we could Wasteland Port. Like, Flickerwise the Vineyard. Did he whiff on his Strauss? I think they're just, like, setting up for next turn. They drew a lot of lands, apparently, but I imagine they have a bunch of fatties in hand and a Eureka that they just couldn't cast this turn. Yeah. Yeah, they're discarding a Eureka. So odds are they have a Eureka in their hand. Yeah, they're just setting up for next turn. But that means they'll actually, if I just Wasteland Port, they won't be able to Eureka, because they'll only have 3 mana here. I guess if they have they'll probably have another Soul Land. They'll go like Soul Land, Eureka, kill me. Yeah. Kept Spell Pierce in their deck? Odd. Can I afford to cast this Stoneforge? So, Wasteland. I think I have enough mana to cast the Stoneforge to set up lethal next turn. So we Wasteland this. Oh no, I don't even have to Wasteland this because. Oh no, I do. They'll have definitely have enough life. Wasteland that. Yeah, I can cast Stoneforge here. I have the green mana combo. So I can set up lethal here at least. Assuming my opponent doesn't have like another Soul Land to kill me. I could cast Mom. I don't think it's a really big deal. We're gonna grab Batterskull just like another beater. In case, because I'm assuming they're gonna Eureka me. I don't think the Sword of War and Peace really matters, right? My opponent is dead to the board as it stands, and if they like cast Eureka and only have like one thing to block, somehow, then we might be okay. I'm super not used to that. You're telling me, man. I have never seen Vineyard before in my life. You don't die. Sword of War and Peace get attacked to win. I mean, I have 5 power in play right now. They are dead already. And the War and Peace, like, I would need to hit a 4th land. Oh, no, it wouldn't. Because of the Vineyard. God, fuck this card. Once in Tempest block constructed. Alright, we're not dead. Or we're not getting Eureka at least. They only have 4 mana here. Which does not cast a Eureka. Are we gonna win? Are we gonna beat Eureka Tell? This feels like it cannot be a good matchup. If they pass out of this main phase, we just win, right? They need a 1-mana bounce spell. My opponent says GG's. Holy crap. We did it. I'm astonished that that just happened. Alright, Eureka Tell. Got it in 2. What an odd deck. It's because I'm good luck. Thanks, child. Were you here? Wait, you were here during my horrible D&T loss. Are you sure you're good luck? Or are you just good luck against, like, absurd decks that I never play against? Let's say you lost the D... Oh, you weren't here for the D&T mirror. Okay. Then, yes. Well, then I guess I suppose you're good luck. Arrived at the very end. Were you here for the 250 streams? If that's the case, then maybe I'll believe you. Were you here on Monday and Tuesday? We're playing against Caleb D. Caleb Durward, who's probably streaming right now. I have no idea what he's on, though. Please don't tell me, chat. Don't go look at his chat or anything. Then stupid green. I don't even know what that deck is. This hand's okay. Double Croc is a little awkward, but we still have Mama Nathalia. I have no idea what Caleb's on right now. Yeah, exactly. This is an okay Mole 6. What is my opponent playing? He's on Eureka Toe. God, I hope not. Please, is he actually on your? Please don't actually be on Eureka Toe. Oh, is he on like the? Yeah, he's on the whatever it's called. I'm trying to remember the name. Bomberman. There we go. Yeah. Bomberman. I think I'm supposed to just play Thalia here. Next turn I can try to set up like Wasteland plus Port. Turbo. It's something he was on Paradoxical Mentor. What does Urza's Bauble even do? Shows my opponent, shows him a random card in my hand. Reveals Rashad and Port at random, sure. Cracking the Bauble, I guess he's not gonna use this Opal. Yeah, this is gonna be a little rough. Hopefully, I assume that was most of their 0. Oh god. That's a lot of mana. Alright, we're gonna pack it in there. It's the pro replacement. It's just they play like every 0-mana artifact in Bomberman. Yeah, that deck just plays literally every 0-mana artifact it can. Popped into stream, no ghosts, and chat is arguing about Brawl Arena. It runs Mishras, Urzas, Lotus. Yeah, I've played against this like actually at the paper tournament I went to the other day. I almost brought an Ethos Orcanis. What the hell am I doing? Is Relic Quarter even worth it? Probably have to bring in Rest in Peace to beat Bomberman, whatever it's called. Salvagers, Auriok Salvagers. This card's probably worth it, right? There's something in the deck that I imagine I need to exile. I don't know what it is, but I feel like I probably can use this on something in their deck. What sucks? Yeah, Auriok Salvagers, that's the one. Do we know if he's actually playing Bomberman or just Turbo Mentor? I don't think Turbo Mentor is really a deck, and I think the Urza's Bauble and stuff, and the Walking Ballista especially, give away that it's Bomberman. When does Cataclysm come in? Big mana decks, Miracles. That's mostly it. I guess Mother of Runes kind of sucks. They're primarily a colorless deck. Yeah, very super grindy matchups. What else am I porting out? Crusader is probably pretty bad. This doesn't feel like it's a Brightling matchup. Check pile. Oh, wait. Thank God. No more check pile. Cataclysm coming for the mirror. I never really liked Cataclysm in the mirror. Personally. Need to cut like one more card. Think it is a Brightling matchup. Like, the game could be important. Like we have a lot of answers to Mentor, and they are a combo deck. Like they can just infinite combo you, and your Brightlings don't do jack. You just need to weather the early game a little bit. Maybe Sword of Fire and Ice sucks. Like, maybe Sword of War and Peace actually sucks. Because they emptied out their hand pretty fast. We're just gonna submit like that. Maybe we don't need Sword of War and Peace. I guess the protection can be relevant to get past like a bunch of monks. Maybe it's better than Fire and Ice. Well, this hand is terrible. This hand is also bad. We're on the play against Turbo Mentor on a Molda 6. Maybe I'm supposed to keep this then. Or can I afford to go to 5? This hand is like the pits. We like turn 1 Vial, turn 2 Vial. Thalia is like strong against Mentor or against Bomberman. I think you should have brought in Surgical in case of combo. Like, I don't think it's quite like Surgical is like kind of a bad card against the Bomberman combo, right? You can like Surgical the LEDs, I guess. They can like Bomberman you for value. Surgical can I guess they can also play around. Oh, this card you probably don't want. If they have enough mana, they can beat Surgical, right? Hand is already to Molda 4. We could definitely use the second Vial. Second Thalia can also be useful if they kill the first one, because Thalia is a card that they kind of need to answer in this matchup. So I'd say it's like a Molda maybe 5.5. Mox Opal. Mox Opal. Wow. I guess they're doing that in case of Thalia. That makes sense. Sure, Bobble me. Sure, look at a random card in my hand. They see Thalia, Guardian of Thraben. Generally, they go off. Yeah, this deck can make a lot of mana. They play like just a billion soul lands. Yeah, this is probably like Auroch Salvagers. Could just die here. Like, they have an LED and a, Oh, they don't have an LED, so we're not dead. If we draw a white source, we can plow this. Alright, that was probably the worst draw in the deck. We're just playing against All-Jank today. We are. I'm put in Thalia and pass. Thalia makes it so they can make Infinite Storm, but they can't make Infinite Mana anymore if they do find a LED. A non-legendary Thalia. Bomberman. Playing against a bunch of like very off-the-wall decks, that's for sure. This Mahoga just, yeah, Ballista me, sure. They could have paid an extra for that, right? Is there a reason they're... Oh, they want to pick up something with the Salvagers. So we can at least Flicker Wisp this Ballista to kill it. But then they can pick it back up, so we need to draw a white source for this plow before we kill the Ballista. Remember to blank Vial activate. It's like not really worth it right here. I typically don't like fake pump my Vials, especially on Moto where I'm just like burning through my own clock. I didn't want a plow, I wanted a white source for the plow. What is the opponent's deck? Opponent's playing Mono White Bomberman. So yeah, we can't really do anything. If I kill the Ballista, they can just pick it back up with the Salvagers. Like you can fake pump your Vials, and it's fine because it's like pretty free, but it's just like not a habit I've gotten into ever. Can definitely be relevant sometimes, like especially against stuff like Rug Delver where they have stifles. But and fake pumps against like Vendilion clicks. So my opponent can start taking up that Ballista. We really want to draw a white source. Or revoking Auroch Salvagers would also be okay. We could Flicker Wisp the Ballista and revoke the Auroch Salvagers. It'd be kind of awkward to sequence, though. Second Auroch Salvagers. Alright, we really want this white source. So we could plow both these stupid Salvagers. White source? Hey, at least we're not dead to an LED anymore. We probably, yeah, they have like 8,000 mana. We definitely are. I feel like in my mana right now, if opponent knows in Violence instead when it's real, a Containment Priest or something. It's like, it is like very, very minor. Again, like I was talking about, you can try to like pump fake to get your opponent to like cast Vendilion clicks and stuff at more awkward moments, but realistically, all it does is make me eat more time on my clock, more than it makes my opponent misplay in a reasonable manner. We're still in this. If we draw a white source, we can just start plowing, plow Auric Salvager, untap, plow Auric Salvager, Flicker Wisp, the Walking Ballista, Violent Thalia. We should have mulliganed. Well, I mean, it's good. It's easy to see that we should have mulliganed in hindsight when we didn't hit a land for 5 turns. But like on a 6 on, I guess on a 6 on the play, double Vile hand with Thalia, which is a pretty relevant card in this matchup because it prevents them from making infinite mana. It's still like a reasonable hand. Also, we had a plow. We had this one plow from the get-go, right? It's like 3rd Auric Salvagers. This is another Walking Ballista. Alright. That might be a little harder to beat. If we could draw White Source, now we need to draw White Source into, like, Flicker Wisp, though. Yeah, a quarter of this deck is White Sources. We just can't actually find any. Was it Remorseful Cleric? No, it's the other way around. There's a Plains in here that's supposed to be a second Remorseful Cleric if I ever cut the 24th land. Hey, we did it! Might be a little bit too late. I think we're just dead on board, right? Or close to it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, pump to 6, 79. Yeah, I think we're actually close to dead on board. Alright, that doesn't cost 2 mana. I don't think we're quite dead on board, but we're close to it. We might be able to turn this around. Yeah, I flicker a Ballista if they pump. Or if they tap low enough that they can't activate the Salvagers. LED. Alright, this is bad. Because this means infinite mana. So how do I win now? I think I'm just dead, right? I guess I could technically flicker with the Auric Salvagers. They have enough white mana to pick up the LED twice. Yeah, I gotta just flicker the Salvagers here to stay alive, and even then, like, we're burning our Flicker Wisp. So now we're just gonna die to these Ballistas. Could make them, like, discard the last card in their hand first. Like, they crack it first, then activate it. Can you use Cleric to exile? Is there a way to time it? No, because my opponent has, like, way too much white mana. So they could just pick up the LED in response to me sacking the Cleric. They can pick it up a second time. Yeah. Yeah. Or if my opponent had, like, not any extra white mana open. I definitely should have let them crack the LED first, though, I think. I guess they could have just used the white mana to pick up the baubles and stuff anyway, though, so maybe it didn't, like, quite matter. Bit of an oddball here. We're at 8 now, and effective 6. We need to draw, like, running, like, Revoker, or... Revoker would be really good. Untap. I'm considering like it's like sacking, activating salvagers again, something like that. Wouldn't real tempted to try and shot like make them use a ballista. The problem is that then they can just ping off the cleric or whatever, or just trade with it, so I can't sack it to exile the ballista, and then they can pick up the ballista again, and they just have like 1,000,000 mana. So I want to kill this last salvagers before I try to start killing these ballistas. It's not a good plan, but it's a plan. If we draw a Revoker, we might be okay. They see Batterskull, cool. Right on time, Sanctum Prelate. So my opponent has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 mana, technically. So I'm dead as the board stands right now. But I obviously have these files, which can save my bacon. I don't think it's gonna be enough. Is this just like, oh, this is a mentor? We tried so hard, opponent, come on! Quit it. I'm just gonna put in this Thalia, might as well. Could also put in this Prelate on like 0. Yeah, we're just gonna put in everything. They kill the Thalia, deal. They have Plow. Oh, that's a bummer. Does deck play Plow? I thought it played Chalice of the Void. Maybe they play Plow on the side for the matchups that Chalice of the Void is bad? That would make some sense. Yeah, now we're just dead. They play Chalice main plus side, yeah. Makes sense. Yeah, this matchup doesn't seem... I mean, I guess, like, any deck with Walking Ballistas is hard to say is a good matchup for D&D. Oh man, Right on Time Recruiter. We can counter all their Walking Ballistas now. I guess we're still technically alive. Yeah, Recruiter for a Revoker. We can also cast Remorseful Cleric here. It's a fun. Yeah, this draw definitely did not. If we had hit a white source earlier, we might have actually had like a game to play here. Could also Recruiter for Relic Warder. It doesn't die to the. Oh no. Maybe Relic Warder is actually better. I'll just grab Relic Warder. Just because it's a 2/2, and if it can chump block something if they decide to keep this Ballista in play for some reason. Yeah, they pick off my Recruiter, makes sense. Now I have a 2/2 instead of a 2/1. So I need their hand to just be nothing but lands. And then we need to draw like another Plow or a Path. That's not good. That's also not good. That was the opposite of a handful of lands. That was a handful of very valid and castable spells. Casto? Wow. Opponent digging deep. I guess they're like a big mana deck that needs access to like O-ring effects. And the cycles. Yeah. Jeez. We gotta go to 1 here, but we're dead. Alright. Died horribly. Chalice, I think you're luck right. I mean, you can't beat the luck of a streamer like Caleb D, right? The more people watching you, the more luck you have. That's how that works. I played against Huey Jensen once in a GP, and like actual luckiest top decks was infuriating. Pro Magic players have more luck than regular Magic players. Yeah, for every Chylith my chat has, Caleb probably has like 20 Chyliths. You tried your best, Chylith. I appreciate it. Sounds keepable. Oh yeah, we did get the different art planes. Prison. Are you? I never know if people like are guessing or they like know what the opponent's on. Legitimately, they just like to. So because some people in chat love to just call out names. Like, was Chylith? Were you the one talking about like High Tide in the last round of our league yesterday? I played it about an hour ago. All right. Well, this hand's not terrible. I mean, this hand's it's okay against Prison. We have 4 basic planes and a Plow and a Flicker Wisp and a Mom. I didn't realize I just all I did was read out the contents of my hand that everyone else can see too. But like these cards are all okay against Prison. We're not gonna win with this hand until we find something a little bit more actiony. But I was excited for it to be high tide. I was excited for it to be not a 5th combo deck in a row. That was a sweet Miracles match too, Chilo. You gotta admit, like that game 2 was awesome. Good news was his chat thought you were a Chalice deck. What? Like Caleb's chat thought that like Death and Taxes was just like playing Chalices? Well, it looks like Basic Planes is right. Unless they're about to imprint something wacky on this Chrome Mox. Nope, it's a Golem Rabblemaster. Are they gonna rabble me? I have a Plow. Plow ready for this rabble. Oh, 3-ball. Alright, well, we have nothing but lands. That's fine. That game 2. Yeah, the game 2 was so good. Someone asked why you weren't chalicing on 0. Yes. Caleb, I'm sure all of Caleb's chat knows about all the intricacies of Death and Taxes. I mean, if I had Chalice on 0, if I had Chalices in my deck, I guess I would bring them in that matchup. Chalice on 0 seems pretty good. I mean, I guess I just have this for Schadenport now. Is that the game where they deck themselves? Yes. That was so good. Oh yeah, Blood Moon. Oh well. I can't actually port them, but also playing that mountain doesn't really matter. We can cast anything anyway. I could flicker their Chrome Mox. This matchup's very favorable, I think. Could just like play this Flicker Wisp out. My opponent has 3 cards left in hand. They have like a Chandra. We have Mom to protect. Yeah, I think I just want to flicker this Mox. It's either a Stone Rain or a Raven's Crime. About as close. Yeah, it's very close to. I think this is one of my favorite matches we've been playing against. Alright, pitch an extra Blood Moon, so guess we Raven's Crimed them. Which actually could be bad if they're on bridges, but. Oh, are they on like the aggressive Karn version? Sure. Spirit Guide. Alright, at least this Chandra dies in 2 turns. I mean, everyone is playing Karn, but like, they're like decks. They don't always play Great Furnace. Is the big thing. Take a snapshot of his post board if you want me to DM you and discard. Yeah, I'd like to look at it because I've never actually seen the whole deck list before. I played against it, but I don't know exactly what they usually want to be doing. I could be down for that. Guess we just play out my 3-mana Mother of Runes. Unless the last card is like Ensnaring Bridge, we should be okay here. Chalice of Void, sure. Caleb is the... Yeah, I know. Caleb, I know, was like a big... he made it like a little bit more popular. What is this? Chalice on 2? Sure. I played against it like at a paper tournament, which is like semi near me, so I'd like to know the list a little bit. Everyone playing Prison is playing Karn now, is what I meant. Yeah. I mean, I know that. I know that Karn's like very popular in the deck nowadays. My statement was just that like the Great Furnace indicates that they're like more all in on these Karns. Like they might be playing more than the average deck does. I've seen a lot of decks that just have like 2, but they might be. I know wasn't Phil playing a deck like tried out like 4 Great Furnaces and like 4 Karns or something for a more aggressive slant with Karn making golems. The prediction chalice, yeah. The opponent soul raised the top of my deck chalice. Oh, did I not play land? Oops. Oh well. That probably won't come back to bite me. It was good for exactly 2 weeks. Oh, thank God my opponent can't cast that Karn. That would be problematic. Am I supposed to just... I think I'm supposed to just alpha this Chandra with everything. My opponent has 0 cards in hand. If they draw a Fiery Confluence at this exact turn, then we get super punished, but I'd rather not let them not draw the extra card with the Chandra. We're just going to send everything. I'm going to get, like, immediately Fiery Confluence. Oh, thank God we didn't get immediately Fiery Confluenced. We can also Flicker Wisp this Chalice and play Thalia if we want. But then we're making ourselves pretty dead to it in Snaring Bridge the more we just, like, play a bunch of stuff to the board. I think I might just start attacking with, like, Mom plus Flicker Wisp. Play my Mismatching Planes. So how much does my clock accelerate if I go Wisp the Chalice plus Thalia this turn? Attack them for 3, 17, and then I have 8 in play, so I could kill them in, like, 3 turns versus 5 turns? I don't think that's quite worth it. My opponent could have a lot of good draws against me. I think I'd rather just save the Flicker Wisp for something more meaningful. We are going to attack with the Mother Prunes, though, to accelerate the clock. Just leave the 1 back. I don't really need to save everything. Yeah, giving them an extra 2 turns is definitely relevant. Yeah, I have... And one of the outs to the bridge is just, like, this Flicker Wisp. We could draw Stoneforge and get a GTA line before they find a bridge. We could draw Brightling. My opponent could just, like, not have anything. Oh. Ask and ye shall receive. This game should be over now. They definitely can't beat this card. Flick. Yeah, that's true. You can flicker the Chalice to Stone to be relevant. Nice Ensnaring Bridge, nerd. Oh. It's kind of annoying. No, can we just kill it? Do we have enough mana to literally kill it right now? Can we kill them right now? Probably not, because we would need to, like, cast Flicker Wisp on this. Yeah, we can just tick down. So it costs 8 mana, right? And we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 mana. So we can't actually kill this. So if I like cast Flicker Wisp on bridge, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, we're 2 off of killing them. That is how that works. I should probably attack the Chandra though. I can attack it for 4. Can't play Remorseful Cleric or Thalia, but doesn't really matter because this Brightling just means that I win this game anyway. Wisp Bridge, hit them for 10. I don't want to hit them for 10 because I'm actually just tapping out of all my white. I hit them for like 9, leave up a white mana for this Chandra. And then if they could minus the Chandra on the Brightling, make me pick it up, and then like they're not dead for. Oh no, I have moms, but I couldn't alpha with all the moms, so they'd still be at 9. But I'd have a mom back. I'd probably actually 8 them, just deal them 8, leave a mom back and a white up just in case. Might just be able to set that up instead. It's like not unreasonable. 3 Wisp, 2+2 Brightling, leaving 2 untapped. I have to cast this Wisp, right? Did I like do math? Because I have to like I have to take down the Brightling to 0. Oh no, I don't have to take down the Brightling. Oh yeah, I'm not thinking. I don't need to take down the Brightling if I look at the bridge. It's probably safe. They like actually just can't beat this Brightling, right? We'll get a little greedy. The non-greed play is just attack the Chandra, but we can probably just get greedy here. Could also just kill the Chandra here, but again. This is 8. Put them to 4. I have enough mana to 4 them next turn, so. Yeah. This whole sequence of events could have been avoided if I cast Thalia last turn. I mean, yes. The fact that my decision line didn't pan out for this specific game. And also, we still have this Brightling, so like none of my decisions really matter. Hit like a Karn, yeah, sure. Hit a Blood Moon. Do they have like another Chandra? A Karn, alright. That actually does keep them alive, right? I have to plow this. Yeah, I have to like plow this thing now. Because it's like a million. So now they're not dead. Now I have to spend another turn just killing this Karn. I actually can't cast the plow right now. Let's just draw another Flicker Wisp, please. Dang it. And we can't kill the Karn, right? Because we only have 5 mana left. Ugh, this is so annoying. Probably should have just went for the non-greedy play. So much clicking. Karn's probably their best. Yeah, exactly. They needed exactly Karn to like live through that turn, but they can't make another Golem because the Golem's a -2, so we can just kill the. You can have an Ancient Tomb opponent. Pressuring a Hellbent opponent, putting them dead on board is always the right play. Sometimes luck goes against you, but that's also fair. But I think there's just no way we lose if we go the safe route is the thing. So there's like no reason to play it risky. Because they are just like absolutely dead. Now this Chandra actually is now in ult range. So now I need to hit the Chandra, right? Technically don't. should. But then the Karn gets the minus then? How do I beat that? I have to... Yeah, I mean, I guess I could just beat this Chandra ult, right? With just, like, the lifelink on my Brightling. I need to... Chilith, can you take care of that? I need to, like, actually... not timeout here. Cat's probably put on a 4. Alright, so let's take this thing down. Oh, Chalice just got to it. Right as I also took care of it. Thanks, Chalice. Confused block for... I'm gonna time myself out doing this stupid... Oh, I guess I don't need to pump it past... Oh, no, I want lifelink. So I can make sure I don't die. I'm trying to, like, time myself out doing this stupid thing. They can ult the Chandra. Like, I don't think they can win even with the Chandra emblem. Brightling is actually just impossible for them to beat. Yeah, sure. Pretty sure I needed to cast Brightling. Probably not. Like, what are they gonna do? I guess, like, play another Karn, maybe? They're Hellbent now, so I think I just want to, like, 2-turn them, right? I don't care about Confluence. I care about killing them. Like, the Confluence isn't going to kill me here, and I want to kill them in 2 turns. God, this is so annoying to use on Moto. Holy crap. They're at 10. Alright. So if they draw the other Karn, we probably die, but we definitely just want to kill them here. Another Ensnaring Bridge, right? That doesn't do anything. Oh, wait! This is a color... Oh, shit! I didn't know this was colorless. Fuck, I'm bad. Should have done it for 4. I'm an idiot. Yeah, I fucked that up real bad. Should have hit him for 4. Yeah, I didn't realize that. That's on me. Now we're probably dead. Yeah, that's on me. Put it on 4, I guess. Doesn't really matter. I think we're just dead, because we can't be, like, 2 bridges now. We need to draw, like, Wisp into Wisp. You can't win unless you draw, like, oh, yeah. Or we draw, like, 2 Flicker Wisps in a row. And they brick for a little bit. That's not a brick. That's fine. Yeah, we have a Brightling and like 2 Wisps, but we need to draw like both the Wisps. Yeah, that doesn't do anything. Yeah, this is bad. We could probably still win games 2 and 3, but if we lose this match, that's definitely on me. Totally didn't consider that the emblem was not of a color. I was considering it a source of damage from Chandra. What is this? Just a Chalice for 3 to beat Flicker Wisp and Brightling? Doesn't keep anything protected from this Chandra emblem. Pro red. Yeah, this is like Chalice on 3. Yeah, alright. Deal. Yeah, that was dumb. I'm dumb and probably... Actually, could I have even won that game? With when they drew Chalice? They drew Chalice on 3. I think we were dead anyway, right? So if they just keep shocking the Brightling and make me pick it up, the next turn I play it... And then they cast the Magus of the Moon, shock it again, I pick it up, and then I replay it, and then the next turn they cast Chalice on 3 and shock it, and I have to pick it up, and then I just lose, right? Oh no, I could make it an 06, right? So it survives the shock. I don't have to keep picking it up. But then I have to leave up, like, 3 mana, which makes it so that it's really hard for me to tick it down and then tick it back up. There's a chance I just lose that game anyway, I think. Not trying to make excuses. I definitely fucked up, but... There's definitely a non-zero chance that I was just dead regardless. Being less greedy and murdering Chandra earlier, it should be noted. Yeah, it was definitely... I was coerced by chat talking me into the greed line. Also, I think I might have wanted to do it. Do I want to attack the Chandra then? That turn? If I remember that the emblem's colorless? Right play. I mean, I don't know if it's the right play is the thing. It was a play that had a non-zero chance to lose the game, as was noted, versus I don't think I ever lose if I'd make the other play. It's also been could have avoided by playing the Thalian play. Okay, that was just a genuine like decision point of how I want to play this, how I want to play the game out, of accelerating my clock or leaving back the Flickerwisp for being useful. I think it was, like, fine to just play it safe and attack Chandra. Like, what were they going to do to win if I just kill the Chandra that turn and just wait on this Brightling? They just can never beat it, right? What else sucks? Jite's kind of bad. Cut, like, oh, did I already cut A-Plow? I never know to cut in this matchup. Got, like, more plows. Like a mom or Jite. Yeah, I can just... I'm pretty sure if I just kill that Chandra that turn that they're, like, can never win the game, essentially. I probably don't want to just, like, do the aggressive line when the safe line is almost guaranteed to win the game. And the aggressive line has, like, just more of a chance to lose for basically no reason. I don't need this mom. This sounds good. Karn doesn't beat me there, right? If I attack the Chandra, then they play the Karn, and I plow the token and attack the Karn with the Brightling, like I did, like, to the Karn anyway. They just happened to have a Chandra in play while I was doing it. And then because they had the Karn in play, the awkward moment became, now which one of these Planeswalkers do I attack? Because I can't deal with these 6/6 tokens, and I don't want this Chandra to ult. Versus, like, managing one Planeswalker, which is significantly easier when you're just beating them to death with Brightling. Yeah, I mean, the Chandra ticking up doesn't matter. The Chandra ulting does, which I didn't really realize, which is inevitably one of the, I guess, several reasons why we did die there. Yes, the Chandra ulting is what mattered. I could recruit a 2, but I probably just want to, like, chain recruit Flickerwisps and stuff. Could just... I can't cast War and Beasts. I think I'm just going to port them, plus leave up Caracas. Since they haven't cast anything yet. Question is, what do I revoke, if anything? Just, like, blind revoke Chandra? Do I revoke nothing? Do I just keep Revoker in my hand, which is probably the most reasonable idea? The answer was yes. Sword on, hold up Revoker in case of Planeswalker. I can't play the sword, otherwise I probably would have that turn, but the Thalia's preventing me from playing it. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna sit on it. We're pretty set up to do well here. We can just like keep porting, opponents hitting land drops. We have a Vial and this Recruiter for a bunch of Flicker Wisps or something. They go like they can't even Soul Land 4-drop yet. Still, they could Soul Land Spirit Guide 4-drop, but then we have Revoker to answer like a Planeswalker. Oh, is this a Blood Moon? Deal. Deal, opponent. We're just gonna grab some Flicker Wisps until I decide that we need an actual card. Get out of here, stack. Could also grab like Prelate on 4 maybe, but there's a lot scarier things post-board in this matchup. Pre-board Prelate on 4 is really good, but post-board, they have like, they can have Abrades or Kozilek's Returns, that sort of deal. Do I just jam Sword of War and Peace? I feel like I'm just going to get land Fiery Confluence. I also don't have anything else to do with my mana. I could also Flicker Wisp the sword, but then that kills all my stuff. We're just gonna jam this. If they don't have exactly land Fiery Confluence, we just get to deal them 9,000 damage. We're not gonna Vial anything in. They're just like holding up K-Return here. Oh, Jesus. This game's probably pretty over already. Attempts to equip. It's gonna be a real bummer if they have a Sulfur Elemental. Man, let's do it. Let's plow for it. Now I don't get to flicker my Recruiter. That was rude. Dead. What you got, opponent? Sorceress Spyglass. No, my Brightling. I mean, they can't name everything here. I think I Violin Brightling just to like have a body in play. Could Violin Wisp, but the Wisp could also turn off the Spyglass if they like name Sword of War and Peace or something. I think we're just gonna put in Brightling. They have like a Braid. Name Brightling, Abrade it, then we still have this Sword of War and Peace and a bunch of really good stuff going on. So it's like not the worst. Yeah, if they like name Brightling and then Abrade it, we just like play Thalia, equip it, and then it's like very safe against a lot of stuff, and we still have Flicker Wisp back up, Revoker for a Walker or something. Yeah, my opponent has a lot of decisions ahead of them. I think the name is Sword of War and Peace, but then how are they ever going to beat this Brightling? Yeah. If they have a Braid, they Abrade this. Yeah, that's fair, I guess. They name Brightling Abrade the Sword, just leave me with a 3/3. With a second Flicker Wisp, I'm pretty sure I'm just supposed to flicker this Spyglass and equip. Give them the option to name Brightling later, but then it's already just like a 5/5. It's going to deal them 10 right now. Could technically play Thalia first to play around a break. Oh, shoot. I didn't mean to click go to attacks. Alright, I guess I'm attacking. Guess that's not my plan anymore, chat. Definitely did not mean to do that. Am I pumping this? I think I can pump it once and then play Thalia and leave up a white. Alright, we have a new plan of leave up this Flicker Wisp just in case something really goes wrong. It's definitely not the plan that I was going to enact, but it's a Fiery Confluence. That was a Karn deal. Are they just dead? They might just be dead. Flicker the Construct, untap, flicker the Spyglass. I have 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, they're dead. Yeah, this was clearly all intentional. So I just set up this lethal for this turn. That was definitely not a misclick. Let's just not mess this one up. Let's attack the face this time. 10. Yeah. Let's throw in just 4 Spirit Guides. Probably should have pumped the Brightling just in case, but they're dead. Awesome. Alright, yeah. I don't think the sideboard strats really change. I might want more plows. My opponent was on Sulfur Elementals. Makes stuff like Mother of Runes worse, and makes stuff like Plow way better. Because Sulfur Elemental can be kind of annoying to deal with sometimes. Is it worth bringing in like the 4th Plow over the second Mom? It might be. 3 Plows good enough. We're on the draw now, which is a lot scarier if they have like early Rabble Masters and stuff. Mother Runes isn't great in this matchup. Plow is medium to bad in this matchup. Like the issue is that like Sulfur Elemental is kind of a hard card to answer on occasion, and Mother of Runes is also kind of bad in this matchup with stuff like Kozilek's Return and the ability to just like wrath your whole board with stuff like Fiery Confluence, being able to protect one thing. And Mother of Runes is just really, really bad against Sulfur Elemental because it has split second and just kills the Mom. 3 Plow is fine. Yeah. I mean, 3 Plow is fine. 4 Plow is probably like not terribly different. Mom does help against. Do they play anything that like Mom really is good against? They're also on like Turbo Karns, so Mother of Runes is also worse there. We're gonna do 4 Plows because I can plow elementals out of the way as well, or not elementals, constructs. Yeah, Rabblemaster. I've played against Rabblemaster sometimes too, post board. Sometimes I guess people don't have enough cards to bring out. I don't know. This ain't good enough. Probably. It's awkward because we don't have a file, but we have like Recruiter and Wisp and stuff. It's a little bad, especially on the draw if they have like Planeswalkers. We have a Wasteland to bog them down as well. Excuse me. We have double basic lands. This hand's probably not worth pitching. We're gonna keep. Ancient Tomb Chalice on one. Ancient Tomb Pass. I feel like I'm supposed to just like snap off this Wasteland. I got like 6.5 minutes. My opponent is 17 minutes. I'm sorry, opponent. I'm playing really slow. Yeah, I felt like it was going to be an Ancient Tomb Karn turn or something. Oh no! This is a turn 3 Karn instead. Pitching P and Curon, thank god. I'm gonna Flame Slash my mom? Yep. It would have been really nice to draw a 2-drop there. Special Planes noted, yes. Guess maybe I could have boarded this out. Because if this were like a relent or whatever cleric dude, I would have cut it over like a mom. So it'd be like it'd be a mom or something right now. I guess I'm supposed to port them. It's better than playing Cheetah here. Want to keep them off of casting more spells because I need to deal with this Chandra first. Could play Flicker Wisp next turn to deal with it, I think. Because they can't Flame Slash quite yet. I'd have G2 as well. I don't like the G2 is not. Oh, they can always like plus the Chandra to. This is looking worse and worse. Oh, never mind. This is looking okay. This is turning out okay all of a sudden. What am I recruiting now? Could just recruit more Wisps. Could recruit Leonin Relic Order. Yeah, that actually makes sense. I don't even need to cast the Cataclysm yet. I regret not having GTA here. I mean, I could like play Equip GTA next turn if I really want to. I am like it did turn out. I didn't real I kind of did forget about the make 2 mana mode on Chandra. The GTA here is probably not going to come back to bite me in like a real big way. They play Karn here or something. We're just gonna. Oh, Chalice on 2? Sure. Oh no, my GTA. I'll never be able to cast it now. Am I supposed to just Cataclysm them? Just send them back to the Stone Age? They have 1 card in hand. I think I'm just supposed to Cataclysm them. Put them down to, like, an Ancient Tomb. Yeah, we're gonna Cataclysm the crap out of my opponent here. We have Relic Order to deal with the bridge. Oh, no. I'm not supposed to have 6. Goodbye Chandra, goodbye Chalice, goodbye Chrome Mox. Probably keep Ancient Tomb plus Bridge. Seems like a pretty decent Cataclysm. Should not keep Bridge. The opponent might. Maybe they'll keep Chrome Mox to try and cast spells, which should also be safe. Either way, I could probably just Relic Order. They're keeping the Bridge. They always keep the Bridge. Keeping Bridge plus Ancient Tomb. Could also just the Relic Order the Ancient Tomb. Or Relic Order the Bridge here. Or just play the Thalia instead. I don't need to cast Relic Order until this bridge actually prevents me from attacking. I'll just draw a Wastelander Port. I think they're just dead. Because this next deck turns off this Ancient Tomb. Yeah. Whew. Look at this bridge he kept doing so much. I mean, I'm not saying that it's correct to keep the bridge. I'm saying that out of the Red Prison opponents I've played, they always keep the bridge when you Cataclysm them. Go on, tap the tomb. Alright, so our horribly atrocious opponent in game 1 didn't matter because that matchup's just really good and we just murdered them. They keep. I don't know why they always do. It's like maybe their plan is keep the bridge and then hit a bunch of running lands or something. But God, Cataclysm is so good against Red Prison. Killed a bridge, a Chalice, a Chrome Mox, 3 lands, a Chandra. Cataclysm is like so. We went from very unfavored to like the advantage bar swung from like 90, maybe like 60-70% towards the opponent to like 90% towards me, just from drawing Cataclysm. Oh, we're playing as EW Landon as our final boss for our 3-2 pity chest. All right, I wonder if that he's still playing Red Black Reanimator. I would imagine so, but maybe put it down, go on to bigger and better things. But turning angle at the last match. Thanks for stopping by, Lord Darkview. Catch you later. EW Landon was the leader. Yeah, I think they were like first place in the leaderboard last season. I don't know where they're high up now. Is this hand this hand's like keepable on a 6 in the blind? But against Reanimator, like we do have a Revoker, but we're on the draw. Should I just like mulligan into Crocus or Plow? I imagine they're still on black-red. We're gonna mulligan into Crocus or Plow. Or, yep, this is fine. Don't really know that. This is the Chancellor waiting on EW Landon during pre-game effects. Yeah, this is the Chancellor. So we can just fire off the Mom into that. If they have like turn 1 Chancellor, this match gets a little rough. And Tomb. What is this, like turn 1 Grizzle? The Grizzle Dad? Yep. Oh man, they don't even like take 8 here. They're just gonna like do a 2-mana reanimate spell? That's rude. Unmask me. Deal. I almost kept the second Thalia on top. Just because I figured I was going to get discard spelled. Wow. I think I'd have scooped. We can... Opponent needs to like draw pretty poorly. But this game's winnable because we have Caracas. But they do have the Chancellor in hand, so all they need to do is find a reanimate spell, and then make a Chancellor. Then we have like 4 Plows to hit. Might have been reasonable to scoop the Unmasked, but... Now we sit and wait. Alright. Opponent's moving to cleanup. Discarding Chancellor. They don't discard any other fatties. We're... Okay, anything scarier than a Chancellor? I imagine they're going to reanimate a Chancellor now. You can have that back. Now they're going to make a Chancellor. They're going to make a Mom, and then a Chancellor? To protect the Chancellor from Plow. And so that I can't exude my Mom back. Okay. So matchup's harder now. And they unmask me. Alright, yeah, now I think we're dead. Unless we draw Plow this turn. Oh no, we couldn't even Plow this turn because they still have the pre-game Chancellor trigger. I think we're dead now, right? I don't think we can beat this. Unless we draw, like... I guess we draw Revoker into Plow now. Which means I'm supposed to fire off this Thalia into the Abyss. Just have this thing die. So we need to get that initial Chancellor trigger out of the way. We need to draw exactly a Revoker for Mom into Plow now? Scrubland lets me know that he's probably on Wear Tears. Alright, yeah, Ashen Rider me. Alright, you got me. My opponent did draw 14 cards, so... No, I want to bring in all these cards. Cut this, cut all these, cut Brightlings, cut Crusader, probably cut just all the equipment actually, don't even really need the Sword of War and Peace, and cut like another Wisp, something like that. It's debatable whether I want Aethersworn or just Wisps or something, or Brightling even. Brightling could help race some of the more awkward cards that they have to go for, like Chancellor or archetype of endurance or whatever. Say your prayers as just followed. Thank you for the support. I really appreciate it. This 60 is probably fine, especially on the play if this one's... Where'd my mouse go? There we go. I would like to play first. His hand probably doesn't do it. Kind of remember that most of your opponents tonight have been on Ape decks. It's been a very odd league, that's for sure. We can mulligan this. Alright, we can keep this. I don't want that. We have Caracas and Surgical. My opponent revealed Chancellor of the Annex, so we are going to cast this Aether Vial into it to protect our Surgical. Utah 1 has just followed. Thank you for the support. I appreciate it. As we're winding down the stream tonight, this is our last match here. What is my opponent going to do? Please don't, like, Thoughtseize me before. What did I just say? What did I just say, opponent? I just let them take this. I'd rather not Surgical their polluted Delta. At least I have this Caracas now. Sharp Rip. Not like the actual worst card drawn. Disrespectful, right? I literally just said don't Thoughtseize me, and then goes and Thoughtseizes me. What the heck, man? Ooh, nothing. Deal. Ooh, second Surgical. Deal. You should run it back after all this that's running. Are you just gonna tell me that regardless of my outcomes? You should run it back every day regardless of whatever I end up. We could set Surgical our Vial to third. Yeah. You guys is really on it with the plays today. Surgical my Vial. I could Surgical to Surgical. I got Surgical his Thoughtseize so he can't Thoughtseize my Surgical extraction. But I'm gonna Entomb here, sure. I assume Entomb a non-legendary fatty because I have the Caracas. Ashen Rider, maybe? Or... I'll only tell you to run it back when it's a good idea. Of course. What is it going to be? Inkwell Leviathan, maybe? Elish. Alright, I guess that makes sense. I could pick it up. I could bounce it, but they get to wipe my board. Probably just going to Surgical that. Their hand is this, huh? Let me take a screenshot here. I know I still have this other screenshot up. Alright. Screenshot this deck. He does have Archetype. Yeah, I've seen Archetype in more of these decks than not. I hope you guys... A Blood Baron of Viscopa? What? Oh man, Blood Baron is like the secret D&T tech? Oh, GG. Standard All-Star circa 6 years ago. Yeah, I've definitely seen Archetype before. Blood Baron is news to me though. That is a spicy number. So my opponent's fatties of choice are Archetype, Blood Baron, Elish Norn, Iona, and Triple Grizzlebrand. They cut all the Chancellors except one. And they just had the Chancellor in their opener? They have 4 Griselbrands. They had the one in their hand. That seems like a little mean. Also, notably, my opponent just has no answers to, like, a resolved Rest in Peace other than Dark Ritualing out a Blood Baron or something. Opponent's a Singleton Duress in their deck. Single Duress, quad Unmask, triple Thoughtseize. Oh, they do have the Ashen Rider, too, in their hand. I was questioning that, because I figured they wouldn't bring out the Ashen Rider. Don't need all 4 Chancellor when you're lucky. Yeah, seriously, just had the one Chancellor. Fair's answer before it's like Reverent Silence. I mean, I've seen Reverent Silence, I've seen like Wear Terror or Abrupt Decay and stuff. Yeah. I mean, I guess I'm not boarding any differently, right? I could board Brightling to try and beat or awkwardly stand off against Blood Baron of Viscopa, but that seems like weird and narrow. Not super relevant. Like bring in Sword of War and Peace to fight against Blood Baron so they can't block me. And they get to gain life, they're gaining life. I don't know. Wait, run that sentence by me again. Which one? There's always a delay, so I never know which sentence you're talking about. Spoiler, Pro-White beats your deck. Yeah, I mean, we have 2 Council Judgments, and, like, Pro-White makes it an awkward standstill if I have something like a Brightling. Because I can also gain life. The one where you're boarding in a white creature. Oh, no, I mean, like, because Brightling makes it so that he can't beat down, he can't, like, attack me because I gain life with, like, if they attack me for 4 with lifelink, I can attack them for 5 with lifelink. It's not that Brightling's especially good against Blood Baron, it's just that, like, I don't lose. Alright, we're gonna keep this. We have Caracas and Plow and Remorseful Cleric, and my opponent Mulligan to 6. We're keeping this. And then my opponent's gonna, like, turn 1 Blood Baron me. Wow, my opponent just has... Maybe they boarded in more Chancellors, but I'm gonna be salty if they didn't. I'm just gonna cast Mom into Remorseful Cleric if I, like, get to turn 2. Would they scry? Yeah, this doesn't matter, they fetched. Looting, deal. Pitches Ashen Rider and Griselbrand. Well, that's horrifying. Gonna fire this Mom into the Chancellor in case my opponent somehow doesn't have a turn 2 reanimate spell. You want to be able to cast Remorseful Cleric. Opponent is e-palming Chancellors. Ooh, are we alive, possibly? Are we gonna get this Remorseful Cleric into play? Please. 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 No! Never lucky. Let's just throw Rest in Peace. This is when it dies, so I don't really care about that. So we can beat a Chancellor, we can beat an Ashen... Oh, I shouldn't have played this Krakus, I'm an idiot. They can, reanimate Ashen Rider to exile the Krakus. I'm dumb. That plane's gonna be a Cleric. That's right! That's right! It could be a second Cleric! Yeah, I like 100% effed up here. 24th land has been good 0 times, and this is definitely a time where this would legitimately just be better as a second Remorseful Cleric. So this is the first time I think it goes down as a tick in the bad box. We have double Plow, so even if my horrible punt makes it so they can make Ashen Rider exile the Krakus, we Plow it, and then later they can make a Griselbrand or an Elishnorn, we can also kill that. Opponent has 0... They're probably gonna, like, flashback looting here. Desperately trying to find a reanimate spell. Discards another Griselbrand. Ooh, that's a good draw. Is it your mismatch planes the 24th? Yeah. That's the one we were mentioning. This would be a Remorseful Cleric if I was playing. Alright, if they have Exhume, this gets a little wonky. I mean, I guess I just would surgical the Grizzlebrands, so it doesn't get that wonky. Wonder you're supposed to surgical. Yeah, I think it's definitely. I don't think I'm supposed to surgical Action Rider, because then they bring back Grizzlebrand, they can draw like 900 cards. I can beat the Action Rider killing the Caracas, because I have double Plow. So my opponent has no answers, so I can just attack with this Mother of Runes. My opponent has like no cards that can kill Thalia, and also we just have Caracas to protect the Thalia. Just gonna beat down. Alright. We need to fade. My opponent's only like one land away from Blood Baron. And Entomb again. What do they even want at this point? The Entomb of Faithless Looting? That's not bad. I almost want to surgical that, but not quite. Oh no. Here comes the Blood Baron of Viscopa. No! This is it! This is the scrub land. Time to lose to Blood Baron of Viscopa. Oh, thank God. Alright, I forgot this was 4 mana. Pitching Archetype and Grizzlebrand, sure. I 100% thought I was about to get Blood Baron there and just lose this game. I was about to be so mad. They're reanimating my Mother of Runes. That's completely fine. We just then plow it. They're getting a plow out of my hand, essentially, since their reanimates are dead. Surgical it. If I had, like, lethal, I would have surgicaled it. There's no point to surgicaling, right? Because this surgical's way better than a Swords to Plowshares right now. Unmask, target me. What am I surgical extracting out of my opponent's hand? My opponent has 1 card left in their hand. So assuming it's an Exhume or something of that nature, what do I surgical? Elishnorn? I can win against almost everything else, right? It might just be surgical to Elishnorn, right? This is like a very, very minor thing. Because I'm probably going to win anyway. I guess I don't need a surgical Elishnorn because I could, like, Caracas it, Violin my mom after. But I don't care about Grizzlebrand. I don't really care about Ashen Rider. They can exile the Thalia, but then I pick it back up, and then I have double moms. Yeah, I guess I just surgical the Elishnorn. They might just concede to this. I get to see the last card in their hand, so yeah. Cool. We did it. We got our pity chest. Woo! Two, 6 matches, 4-2. We have won all of our post-board games against Red Black Reanimator, and none of our pre-board games. Who would have thought? Alright, time to open a chest for effect. Get out of here, Chylith! Not opening the chests. Not after that one time. I opened 2 chests. Complete garbage. We are ending the stream. We are done. It's 11:30. I'm going to bed. Anyhow, so this is the list we're playing. Oh, I need to add, 24th Land is bad once this league, and 24th Land was never especially good. So, it was specifically that 24th Land would have been helpful as a whatever cleric dude, remorseful cleric against Red Black Reanimator. But other than that, it was just like a land in our deck. So it didn't really do a lot. Just out of curiosity, how many matches are recorded under Eureka Tell in your spreadsheet? Lifetime, or I updated, like I have a new section in my spreadsheet for post Deathrite Shaman, but the answer is still definitely 1. even pre Deathrite Shaman ban, there was pre Deathrite Shaman ban there was 0 against Eureka Tell. Post Deathrite Shaman there is now 1. I'm gonna go post that that screenshot to Twitter as well after this. Yeah. Caleb was streaming Eureka Fit the other day. I'm surprised there. I mean, it's like enough of a distinction. I don't want to just put it under like show and tell or whatever. I put a lot of like bad one-off decks onto my lists. I still have an entry for pre-Deathrite ban. It was like question mark Moon Stompy because my opponent was playing like really, really weird cards in his red Prism deck. And I was very confused. I forget exactly what most of them were at this stage, but it's probably in like one of the backlogs of my videos. Just like the weirdest Blood Moon Stompy deck. I have like Tin Fins down here at 1. Mardu Pyromancer played against once. World Gorger combo. Curse Scroll? No, my opponent was not playing Curse Scroll in there. I have a Bug Vial because I didn't have a better name. Actual Dragons. No, it was closer to a Werewolf Stompy. They were playing Instigator Gang, but they were also playing. God, I honestly can't remember. But they were playing like really, really weird cards. For the life of me, I've already put it from my mind. But yeah, we played against a Bug Vial deck once that was like Leovold and True Nemesis and Edric and just like Aether Vial and Spellstutter Sprite and stuff. What is the namesake of Werewolf Stompy? I actually don't know. Maybe it is Instigator Gang? Werewolf Stompy is not really something I experiment. Yeah, it wasn't like genuine Werewolf Stompy though, because it was like Instigator Gang and a bunch of other weird cards. Oh, I remember now. It was like a mix of Steel Stompy and like Werewolf Stompy. It was really weird because my opponent was definitely playing Steel Overseer and like Lodestone Golem and Instigator Gang in the same deck. I was just very, very, very confused. Anyway, we're gonna call it there. We did 3-2, so that was fun. We didn't I didn't really expect to run back the triple 5-0, but we still are maintaining a winning record after our horrible 2-5 performance in that challenge. Is Caleb D? Yeah, I can see Caleb D still playing mono white. Whatever, Bomberman. There we go. There's me. Who am I hosting? Legacy Canadian Threshold? Oh, sweet. We'll host this guy. Never heard of him. Dungard or something. Anyway, so we're gonna wrap up the stream here. Thank you guys all for watching. I hope you enjoyed the content. If you would like to see more, you can hit the follow button. It costs you totally nothing and helps you know when I'm going live. Helps other people find my content as well. The other things you can do to support the channel are subscribe, and donate. Subscriptions get you the Thalia emote, and donations, I'd be more than willing to play test or play through leagues with a deck list of your choice within reason. Obviously, I don't have a sponsor quite yet, but more than willing to see Death and Taxes builds if you're interested in whatever certain card, Color Splash. Talked about that a lot. You can also subscribe to me on YouTube or follow me on Twitter. I always post when I'm going live on Twitter, and on YouTube I always upload the old streams as soon as I go offline. So if you ever miss a stream, you're bored, whatever you want to watch, then there will be stuff up on YouTube all the time. Links are both down below. My choice, Paradox. I mean, if I get this Card Hoarder partnership, I'll stream garbage Paradoxical Mentor nonsense, as long as it's also within the budget that Card Hoarder has me on. Because I assume they start you off with like a certain borrowing limit. Anyway, whatever. For another day, Chyleth. Anyway, that's going to end the stream. Thank you all for coming and hanging out. Hope you had a good time. And I'll be back on Friday for the early stream, the double league stream. I think we're just going to do like back-to-back Death and Taxes leagues and Legacy. So, Chyleth, you can show up on Friday and then tell me to run it back, and I'll actually run it back. So I will see you guys all later.